Welcome all of you to yet another Insta Live from Europe Study Center. And this is Nirmala, the Senior Counselor from Europe Study Center's Chennai office. Thank you so much for attending. And in order to appreciate your time and effort, we have planned some very small appreciation. Okay. So I am going to give a small gift for the best question today I'm going to get. You can ask me questions. You can send your questions to the number which is displayed below. All right. So you can type in, you can ask all your questions. Okay. All right. So today's Instagram update, what I'm going to give you is what is the best for the students in terms of choosing the universities. Okay, whether you should choose the public university or private university, because I keep hearing from a lot of students that they are getting confused because many agents and consultants are trying to confuse them, stating that it is better to go apply for private universities because competitions are less and application process is also smooth and success rate is also smooth. But that's not the fact. I wanted to tell all the students who are attending this live today that it is always better to apply for public universities. And I'm going to quickly share what are the advantages in going to public universities in Germany. I'm going to do this for every country. And today I'm going to talk about what is best, either public university or private university in Germany, and what many students does not know or what the agents fail to tell the students openly. Okay, so before that, you all know that uh, you all know already about Europe Study Center, and those who don't know, we are the direct admissions office for public universities in Schengen countries, and we have been doing this for 15 plus years, and almost every year we are sending 800 to 1000 students to the top ranked universities of the Schengen countries, and one of the famous being Germany. And today in this live, I'm going to give a very important update. Alongside, I'm also going to discuss with you all about what are the advantages choosing public universities and who is good at handling public universities admission and how the student should be very updated. The student should know all the current updates in order to do the application and get admission and go to public universities, study well, and set your career right. So that's what we are going to do. And of course, every student and every parents know about Germany and the universities. We have public universities and private universities. The public universities are highly ranked, and the degrees what the students are getting are completely recognized, okay, worldwide, not only in Germany, as it is recognized worldwide. And the universities the students are going to go is very, very important. It should be a public university, not the private university. Many agents and consultants are sending students to private institutions because they get huge commission. That is the reason they send students, and they also give lot of information, fake information, like it is easy to get admission in private institution, and the students who are studying in private institutions get the job immediately. All these things, okay, these are fake information which they are giving just to get high commissions. Okay, but on the other hand, the public universities does not do this. The fact today I'm going to share, because we have a huge experience of 15 years sending students for top public universities in Germany, like Technical University of Munich, RWTH Aachen, Erlangen, Regensburg, Cottbus, all these, TU Berlin, Hamburg, all these universities we have our students studying, and some of them have already finished their courses and they got job and they settle now. You wanted to watch all these, you can go to our YouTube channel. We have published 100 university, I mean 100, sorry, 100 students interview in our YouTube channel. You can very well go to our YouTube channel. It's a fantastic playlist where you can see both students who went for bachelor's as well as masters, we have telecasted almost 100 interviews where the students have shared their stories, which will be really useful if you're planning to go and do your masters in Europe. All right. Okay. Now coming back to what are the advantages when the student gets if he or she is going to public university. The public universities are government funded. Okay, so that's a very important point you all must understand, and that is the reason they don't collect any tuition fees. Most of the public universities in Germany, they don't collect tuition fees, and getting job studying from a public university is really very good, and this degree is accepted worldwide. All right. Whereas in the private institution, you are paying huge amount, 10 to 15,000 euros you're paying per annum. So your charges are, the total budget is very high, if at all. But again, when it comes to getting admit in public university, it is again highly complicated. That is also one of the reason that many of the agents don't do public or don't advise public university, because the requirements are very high, and only with those people who have experience sending students 10 to 15 years, they can handle the application process smoothly. We have a huge data of which domain students will get admit, and what is the CGPA student should have to get admit, and what are the process. We simplify each and every process for the students here, and we take through the process. And apart from that, we also give backup countries. Like if you're applying for Germany public universities, definitely it is competitive. I am not denying that. So you should be very smart enough in choosing the correct university. So that we do. And we are also giving options to other public universities in other countries as a plan B option for those students who have the eligibility to apply public universities. We do like this. This is the correct format of taking the application process successfully. But many agents and consultants does not have any understanding or knowledge about, first of all, they don't have knowledge about public universities in Germany. When they don't have knowledge about Germany universities, they definitely don't have knowledge about other countries. Other countries' public universities in Schengen country also is very, very good, because the quality of education is same, maintained same across all the 29 Schengen countries. So we plan meticulously for all the students who are applying for public universities in Germany. All right. And when it comes to fee, as I told you, just now I mentioned, there is no tuition fee for public universities, but whereas the private universities charges a big bomb. And the students are, it is really very sad. Even the students who have the eligibility are, made to go to the private university. That's the saddest part. If that student would have gone to the public university, they would have spent very less. All right. But though the student has the profile, good CGPA, good, paper presentations, I met many students like that, and they get rejections from the university, and then they come back to us and we do for public universities, and we have sent the same student to public universities. This is the reason I wanted to update about this today in the Insta Live. All right. So the fees is definitely very, very high in private institutions. And one of the information I wanted to update to you all today is, recently, I don't know how many of you have gone through this news. Recently, there is a news which is coming out, which came in the last week, that left many students in a very, very confused state. That the students who went to private university in Germany is under, lot of panic situation, because their credibility, the university, the private institutions' credibility is questioned, and they are almost in the stage of getting deportation. The students are almost in the fear of getting, sent out to the home country because they went to the private universities in Germany. University University, which is in Berlin. So we never send any students to private universities. This is a reason, because a lot of the university has not been accredited. and the degrees which is coming out from that university is under a big question mark. And so the students are shuttling between the immigration office and the universities, and just imagine paying so much money and landing there and then getting all these sort of things. It's really leaving the students in a very, very pathetic situation. So that is why we always advise to go to public universities. Please go and verify this information. It is already there in the news. It is not done yet, but they are being questioned a lot why they came to private institutions and all that, right? So if they would have given a proper guidance and proper information, those students, I'm sure, would have opted for public universities. All right, so this is what I wanted to tell you all today, the important update I wanted to give. And many students are thinking that just they enter into Germany, they get the job. So that is also one of the reason the agents are using and changing the direction from public universities to private university, telling them they get job immediately and the application process is very, very smooth and quick. Of course, public universities application process is I will not say it is impossible to do application process. That's why we are telling you should approach the right people. You should see which expertise you should take. Okay, many agents and consultants have not tried public universities, and recently they started exploring the admission process at the sake of students' career, at the stake of students' life. So please don't get scammed by all these people. Okay. So once again, I wanted to remind, you can send in your questions to this number which is displayed down, and I'll be getting it here. And the best question today is going to receive a coupon. Okay. So I think already I started getting few questions. Thank you so much for sending the questions. Okay. This student, Suresh, is asking, hi Suresh, if public universities are better in Germany, why do agents mostly suggest private university? That is what I was telling you, Suresh. Private universities pay huge commissions. Okay. So those who are promoting private universities, they get commissions from the institutions, and they claim that they are doing free service because of that, because they get a percentage of their tuition fees is given as a commissions. That is the reason they are sending. That is what I've been telling you. Okay. Sorry. The next question I got is from Srilata. Hi, Srilata. Does paying high fees at a private university increase my chance of getting a job in Germany? No. See, this is again another way the agents, tell the students. They use this word, you get easy job. So we are also getting carried away. First, we should understand the job market there. So the job in any Schengen country for that matter is based on your skills. Okay, not because you studied in XYZ university. And why we are telling to go not to prefer private is because you're paying a huge tuition fees. So it's not that country is going to give you a job. Your skills is going to give you a job. So no matter which Schengen country you are going, you should go to the top public university. Okay, so you are also paying very less. So your financial responsibility also is very less. So we are the only company who says, don't take huge education loan. Spend less and learn more. This is what we have been telling each and every student who is visiting Europe Study Center, and the students who we have sent to the public universities in not only in Germany, in other countries too. So job doesn't come just because you went to this university or that university. Okay, the employers don't see which university you graduated from, whether you paid so many lakhs or you paid no tuition fees. They don't see that. They only see what skills you are going to present on the table that is going to get you a job. Okay, so you have to understand this. Many agents are using this as a bait to confuse the students, like you go to this university, you're going to get a job. That is not the fact, my dear students and parents. So the jobs come based on your skills, not based on studying in this private university or that university. Don't get scammed by all these things. All right. Okay. The next question is from Pramod. Hi, Pramod. Why is admission to public universities so difficult compared to private ones? Yes, public universities, because they get lot of applications and they have admission requirements. Okay. The students who are fulfilling their admission requirements will be automatically selected. Of course, they scrutinize all your subjects, what you studied in your bachelor's degree. They see the credits has to be matched, okay, mapped correctly to the program which we are applying. That is where you have to seek a proper expertise like us, where we do a thorough profile evaluation for all the students, not only for the students who are applying to Germany public universities, but all the public universities has their requirements, and we have to individually look at it, and then only we have to submit the application. Sometimes you choose the wrong university and wrong program, even though your profile is good, sometimes you face refusals. So we need to be very, very careful. That is why we are telling, and that's the reason we spend 1 to 1.5 hours with each student, understanding the profile, understanding what subjects they have studied in their previous education, and which course they can get admit. All these things we are doing here in our office. You can take down the number and you can book an appointment and visit to our office. And we have an excellent team of admissions, an excellent team of counselors who are very well versed in this application process and visa process. We guide the students accordingly. All right. So, of course, public universities, you need experience. Very simple. That is why the new budding agents and consultants who are very new, or who are recently, or who does not know the application process, definitely can't take you to the public university. Please keep that in mind while choosing, any expert guidance also. That is very, very important. All right. And the next question is from Savita. Hi, Savita. Do German companies actually ask whether a university is public or private during interviews? That's a very good question. No, German companies or any companies anywhere in Europe for that matter does not ask whether you studied in private university or public university. Definitely that is not going to matter to them at all right. So as I answered just a question a while ago, the skills is going to give, they are going to look at what skill you are bringing to that company if they are going to recruit you. That is very important, not where you studied, which country you studied. That is why we tell students, even if because of competition, even if you're not getting admit in Germany public university, the life is not over there. You can apply for public universities in other Schengen countries. Then you go develop your skills. That is very, very important. Without skill at this point and this time, definitely it's not possible to get jobs in any country. Please understand that also, okay? Because many students are being scammed like this. Go to this country, we can get part-time jobs also. It's really funny when I come across a student who told me that some agent, I don't know what is the name of the agent, they said they are also promising to get a part-time jobs. How is it possible? Please think, okay, don't get carried away by all these, all positive promises which they are giving. Nobody can get part-time jobs from sitting here in India. All right. So the jobs, part-time jobs, everything the student will be looking at, but they will be prepared eventually while they are studying. That is the beauty of studying in Europe. All right. So I guess that answers your question. And now, and one more question from Sneha. Hi, Sneha. Are courses in Europe taught fully in English? Yes, definitely. We are sending only to 100% English taught programs, Neha. So you are going to study, you're going to write all your thesis, dissertation, you're going to give your exams, lectures, everything is going to be in English only. For international students, going for English taught programs is the best. All right. And one more question from Arun. Hi, Arun. Can I work part time while studying in Europe, and how much can I earn? Arun, we are not a big fan of part time, okay? Though you can do part time, You are legally eligible 15 to 20 hours per week, and summer break, you can work even more time. We recommend students to focus on their studies, all right, because that is the prime reason we are going abroad, right? So we tell the students, if at all you wanted to work inside the university, which is going to help you understand what you're studying, all right. And if at all you wanted to do part time, you should do it only in your spare time. The study should be the first focus, all right. So then only you will complete the course, and you will come back for job market at the right time, which is going to get you a job. Okay, I guess that answers the question. And one question from Anu. Hi Anu, which European countries offer the lowest or zero tuition fees for international student? Anu, Germany public universities, just now I said, offers zero tuition fees, and other public universities like Schengen countries like Austria, France public universities are giving very low tuition fees. The fees is even less when compared to the private institution fees you're paying here in our country. All right. And there are few options for mechanical, automobile, civil engineering, and electrical electronic students. They have options in Slovakia, where one university is giving no tuition fees, like Germany, and the entry requirements are very very less, not as high as Germany. And so you can apply and get it. Applications for September 2026 intakes is already open, and we have already got some 600 to 700 students already enrolled for Schengen countries with us for their higher studies. So make use of this, okay? Note down the number which is displayed down, and then you can book an appointment. We don't charge anything for counseling. You can come for counseling, sit with a counselor one on one. We spend nearly 1 to 1.5 hours, as I told you already, and we work from Monday to Saturday. Okay, so you can note down the number which is displayed, and you can book an appointment, and you can visit us and get the information. Whether you're planning or not, at least get the right information. Getting right information is never a waste of time. Okay, this will definitely be of use for you. That's what we are saying. My next question. Do European companies prefer EU citizens over international students? No. There are a lot of international students who went to European universities, finished their course, they got job, and they are well settled. It does not, they don't prefer. Actually, there is a manpower shortage in the European countries. They need skilled people from international segment. That is the reason they are inviting international skilled people to come to their country. The visa rate is very high when compared to USA, Canada, Australia, and 2025. It's a real lot of changes in all the traditional destinations. You all must be already knowing it, right? And it is going to continue. So the new trend is Europe, and it is not like you are choosing Europe because you don't have anything else. It's not like that. You're definitely not compromising. This is the best option, I would say, because you're spending very less and getting a quality education and global exposure career. So this is not I wouldn't say this is because you didn't have any other option, you are choosing to go to Europe. It is not like that. It is the best option, I would say. I would vouch for that. All right. So my next question, do I need to know the local language to study or work part-time in Europe? No, language is not mandatory. All right. And even language is not a big barrier for international students. They can learn the language while they are studying. So it shouldn't be a big, you know, I would say a hurdle for you to go and study there. All right. I think I almost done with all the questions. Any more questions, my dear students? Okay. Okay. One interesting question. Can I switch from a private university to a public university after reaching Germany? No, I don't know who asked this question. Definitely not possible, because public university admission process is different, and they look at lot of criterias. Okay. And definitely from private institution you cannot go for public university. That is not possible as far as I know. I haven't come across this kind of a scenario in my experience. I don't think it's possible. All right. Okay, so I guess I got one last question. What question should I ask an agent before accepting a private university offer? Okay, so this is a very good question. You should be very informed. You should make a very informed decision, I would say. If an agent is giving you or trying to apply a private institution just because he's focusing Germany to you, please don't accept that. You can consider, you should be asking, what other public universities in Schengen countries can I go? And definitely they are going to say one or two, but you should verify, double check, triple check before accepting to do an application, because you need to verify whether the university is public or private, and whatever information they are giving, you should be really doing cross verifying everything before accepting that. Okay, and you should also verify whether the institution who is going to handle your applications, how long they were in the industry, and what is their visa success ratio. So we give all this information, even they are asking us or not. It is our duty to transparently and openly give everything about us. That is how we are processing for all the students who we are processing in Europe Study Center. So when the students come to us, we give everything transparently. We tell the possibility, which country, which university the student can get admit. We never give any false promises to any students, and we make sure that students go to the best university where it is benefit for him. Okay, so that is our prime goal. Okay, I guess that's all for today. Thank you so much for attending today's live. And if you need more details, please note down the number, contact us, book an appointment, and reach out to us. We are working from Monday to Saturday, as I already told you, and we are very happy to have you here. Okay, and to get more updates, please follow our pages. And till I meet you next time, take care. Bye bye.